All right, let's look at these 4 problems that we had for the quiz review. And your quiz is actually just going to be on numbers 7-1 to 7-3. So most of these problems, only one problem actually asked a question from 6-3. Okay, let's look at number 1. We've got a rectangular prism. So rectangular, that's the shape of the base, and a prism tells me that it has 2 bases that are parallel. And we have a volume of 2,640 inches. This should be cubed if it's a volume. Okay, the width and the height are marked below. So we want to find the surface area. So I'm going to take the formula for the volume of a prism. Volume of a prism is volume equals big B times H. And big B refers to the area of the base. Now, since the base is just a rectangle, right, our length and our width make the area. So the volume really is length times width times height in a rectangular prism. And I'm going to fill in the numbers that I know. So I know that the volume is 2,640. My L I do not have a number for, but my width is 10 and my height is 24. So I'm going to use this to solve for L. 2640 equals 240 L. Divide by 240. Divide by 240. And we end up with an L, a length, that is 2640 divided by 240. And that would be 11. So L is equal to 11. Alright, why do we need L? Well, in order to find the surface area, I'm going to use the surface area formula. And the surface area formula is 2 bases plus the perimeter times height. And now we know L is 11, so we can find the length, the perimeter, and the area of the base. The base will be 11 times 10, which would just be 110. So my surface area is going to be 2 times 110 plus P, the perimeter of the base. Now the perimeter of the base is going to be 11 plus 10 plus 11 plus 10, which is 22 plus 20, or 42. Times the height of the whole thing, which is 24. All right, let's put that in. So I've got 2 times 110 is going to be 220 plus 42 times 24, which is 1,008. And 220 plus 1,008 is 1228. And the whole thing is in inches, and this area, so therefore it has to be squared. All right, the length of the diagonal, that's letter B. That has its own special formula. This is the one topic that's from 6-3. So it's not on this quiz, but it will be on your test. So I'm going to do it anyway. The diagonal is equal to the square root of L squared plus W squared plus H squared. That was a formula we already memorized. That's the square root of, I'm going to fill in what we know, 11 squared plus 10 squared plus 24 squared. And just for the sake of the time, I'm going to type that all into my calculator. 11 squared plus 10 squared plus 24 squared, which is 797. And I'm going to use the square root on my calculator, square root of 797. It's a decimal, so we're just going to leave it right now for as the square root of 797. All right, let's look at number 2. You're at a retro restaurant drinking out of a glass that's shaped like a right hexagonal prism. And a hexagon, that means this is the base. It's a hexagon. All right, so the base is a hexagon. The perimeter of the hexagon is 24, and the apothem is 2 root 3. If the waitress brings you a half a liter of soda, which is 500 cubic centimeters, and the glass is completely full, how tall is the glass? So basically, what's happened here is they have given you the volume of the glass, which is 500 centimeters cubed. So we're going to use the volume formula, which we just wrote above, B times H, to solve for the height of the glass, which is how tall it is. Okay, so 500 cubic centimeters has to equal big B. Well, big B is the area of the base, and since it's a shape that has more than 4 sides, we need to use that special formula, 1/2 apothem times perimeter, which is 1/2 apothem, they told us is 2 root 3, times perimeter, which is 24. All right, half of 2 times 24 is 24 root 3. That's big B. Let's go back and use it in our equation. So we've got 24 root 3 times h. And h is what we're solving for. So to get this by itself, we're going to divide by 24 root 3. We're going to divide this by 24 root 3. Now I'm going to put parentheses around this because when you put this in your calculator, you have to put parentheses around that number in the bottom, in that denominator. So if you take 500 divided by, in parentheses, 24 root 3, and hit enter, you should get h is 12.028. They said 4 decimal places, so let me give one more. 12.0281. All right, after you take a few sips, the soda has gone down 4 centimeters. How much soda in cubic centimeters do you have left? So basically, if the height was originally 12.00281, the new height is going to be 12.0281 minus those 4 centimeters. So I'm going to subtract 4, which gives me 8.0281. That's our new height. And now we want to find the volume based on that new height. Well, the volume formula has not changed. Big B times h. Our big B, our base area, has not changed. That's still 24 root 3. But our new height is 8.0281. Type into my calculator all in one go. 24, the square root of 3, close the parentheses after the 3, times 8.0281. And I get 333.7218 centimeters cubed. All right.